This afternoon's performance.
Well, I mean, you got 9 power plays against, only 3-4 on a Sunday game like that. I was a little shocked at how that kind of played out. We were 8 for 8. You killed 2 5-on-3s,
yeah.
And then unfortunately the last one we break a stick, and which allows them to keep the puck in, and they go change sides, and it deflects into our net to make it 3-1. But it's another thing where we're not capitalizing on opportunities. We're buzzing, and not finishing, and it's unacceptable.
Yeah. You said yesterday it's just up to the guys in the room. They've got to turn this thing around. Mm-hmm. It's now 4 in a row. A couple more home games coming up. When you looked at the schedule, probably when it came out, it's favorable. First couple of months, I think 10 of your first 14 at home. It's just not working out that way.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take care of business at home. I mean, we're 1-5 at home and 2-0 on the road. Yeah. You got to kind of play that mentality to kind of just work yourself out of it. I mean, no one's can. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and be prepared to come to work. We're going to bring the guys in tomorrow and practice. We're going to work. And so we're gonna work our way through this. There's no passengers on this team. We're all gonna go to work and then make sure we do what we can to right the ship against a very good Toronto team next Saturday.
Did you make any changes line-wise tonight?
Yes. Yeah, we changed.
Started Lacey on the.
Well, yeah, we started our 4th line. They started their 4th line.
Okay.
So, we wanted them to get us a little energy, which they did. We mixed up our lines, as I know you guys were watching the game, and you saw the lines were different. We double shifted a lot of guys when they were going. It wasn't, so much from a rotation standpoint. It was like, if you're playing, you're going. And, we didn't generate enough offense again.
What happened to Plante then when he had to come out there?
Broke his skate.
Broke his skate. Wow.
So he couldn't repair it? So
no, the steel broke. The steel cracked in half. So it's unfortunate.
So just like one more thing, right?
It's one more thing. It's last night. It's a 2-on-1 bounce off a partition for a shorthanded goal. I mean, it's one of those things right now. It's kind of snowballing a little bit, and it's us to get in the way and stop it from keep rolling down the hill.
One of the bright spots, huh? You got the goal tonight. I mean, I know it's. Small consolation, but at least give us kind of a recap of how that came about.
We just on the break-in, I think Repik just banked it off the wall. I tried to get to the middle as quick as possible, and been working a lot on just trying to get shots through. We're obviously not creating enough offense, so I just kind of threw one in. It wasn't even a hard shot, really, but I think Kearns put a good screen in front, and the goalie didn't see it, so it went in.
So right now, you guys are just trying to light that lamp. I mean, that's the kind of goal maybe that could maybe spark something there, you think?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think obviously we're not creating enough offense, and the easiest way to do that is just to get pucks at the net and then get bodies to the net. I think we're doing a pretty good job at getting a decent amount of shots on net, but it's those rebounds, the second, the third whacks at the puck that are going to be those dirty goals that we need to kind of turn this thing around.
Yeah, you must have you had to feel pretty good. I think, can't remember the first night. Last night you took a 1-0 lead. I think the Friday night too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then tonight, your goal, you had to feel good. All 3 games you've come out with a lot of energy, and then for whatever reason, it just has kind of fallen apart from there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have to learn to sustain that pressure. A lot of times we've gotten that quick goal and then we just give it back right away, and it's just kind of a waste of, of the momentum. The momentum is the huge part of the game. You can see it flow back and forth, and goals change that, fights change that, big hits change that, good offensive shifts or defensive shifts change that. And so when we score a goal and we get the momentum, we have to learn to keep it and to use it as a positive, and to make sure that we back up our next shift and then our shift after that with another good shift, so that we keep things flowing in our direction.
Are you happy with the aggression that you guys are doing out there? I mean, it just seems like that you're the guys that are on the end of the checks rather than the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think at this point you can really be happy with anything. The result's been poor, and I mean, there's definitely been some positive things to be taken from it, but at the end of the day, everything has to improve. So, I mean, as far as aggression, goal scoring, power play, penalty kill, everything, top to bottom, we've got to really turn things around here, and I don't think there's anything really to be satisfied or happy about at this point.
It's been a rough stretch with the Offense just seems to really be struggling right now, and you're supposed to be a big part of that, right?
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, our offense is definitely struggling. We had 4 goals in the last 3 games. It's tough. Don't know what. I mean, we know we outshot the last 2 teams, and tonight I know we were pretty close to these guys, so it's got to bear down on our chances. I think we're getting close, but just that doesn't cut it. It's not we can't get half goals. I mean, it's got to go in, or that's kind of the way it is. If it doesn't go in, we're not going to win, obviously. And every team in this league can put up 3, 4, 5 a night. And, if we're just getting 1 or 2, then we're going to find ourselves in a big hole pretty soon.
It's been especially apparent in the third period. I mean, you've only got 2 third-period goals all season, and both of those times you guys won the game. So it's pretty imperative, I guess, to get the offense going. What can you guys do? I mean, what's there to do to get the puck in the net?
Practice. I mean, practice. Everyone's got to bear down. Got to practice scoring. Got to mentally prepare yourself to score. It's tough to come out here. These guys are fighting too, just as bad as we are, and they're not going to just let you walk in and score. And so in practice, we got to help each other out, make each other better, and just work on it. It's not something that comes easy, or else everybody would be goal scorers in the league. It's one of those things that takes hard work. I mean, it's not going to be pretty. Right now, we could take anything, hit somebody, hit one of their guys, hit something, and just go in for us right now.
Looking at tonight, is one thing maybe you can take out of this one is that the special teams improved, both power play and penalty kill.
Yeah, our PK has been struggling a lot this year, and I know even going into this weekend we still gave up a few, but tonight we really battled. We have 2 5-on-3s we killed off, and we scored another power play goal tonight. We haven't been getting many of those. I think we got to move our feet, kind of draw some more penalties. I think getting onto the power play helps out, especially if we don't have to kill as much. We won't get as tired, hopefully.
Is it maybe you guys are being too cute, or you're too perfect, or I mean, you got to get maybe some dirty goals here?
Yeah, I think you summed it up. Yeah, I mean, we got to get dirty ones. You guys in front, hit somebody, hit something, hit a stick, hit an arm, a leg, something just to get in there. I mean, we're early in the season, but these points are huge, and we got to bear down these. Right for now, for us, these are huge points. We're playing teams that are in our division right now. And eventually we're gonna leave our division, and those teams are gonna be able to gain points on us. And right now they're almost like they're twice as much, these points, just because we're not winning them, they are. And so, I mean, we've been kind of given a gift beginning of the year, playing a lot of home games, not really leaving the state, and we're not taking advantage of it.
Is it? I don't know. In the past, maybe you guys get on the road, you can kind of gel a little bit. Is the gelling still in the process, or?
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I know what you mean. Teams go on the road, they get to know each other right on the bus. You're playing cards with guys, talking to guys, getting used to them, and going to dinner with them, hanging out with them. Almost 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at that point. And yeah, I know what you're saying. I think a lot of these guys know each other. You're maybe not playing with, but a lot of these guys have seen each other and know who each other is. And I think we know each other well enough. I just think we're not executing to the ability that we possibly can. And we just everyone has to hold themselves accountable for what's going on and what we can do to change it. It's just going to take one person or one thing that's going to kind of kickstart us or change it. Everyone's going to have to follow somebody. Yes, just get the ball rolling. In this situation, we're kind of at a standstill right now, and if we can just kind of push that thing down the hill and let it pick up steam, it's one of those things. I mean, you could see a team rattle off 10, 15 wins in a row, and they're doing really well. I mean, momentum's a big thing, and confidence is a big thing, and right now, I mean, we need both.
I know you probably looked at the early part of the schedule and saw all those home games and thought, you still have to win and play. But you probably thought, hey, we got a good chance of getting off to a good start, and it's just, for whatever reason, isn't happening.
Yeah.
That's got to be pretty frustrating.
It's very frustrating. It's a tense place in the locker room. I mean, it's just extremely frustrating. Like you said, you see those games at the beginning of the year, and you're thinking, man, we got a really good schedule to start, and if we're giving up points right now, those games, we're gonna be the ones taking these 3-and-3s, 3 different cities and 3 different nights, at the end of the year, because we're not gonna get it. We're playing most of our home games right now, it seems like, and we get 3 games at home, and I know we got 2 next weekend. That's 5. It's technically 6 straight games at home right now, and we haven't been able to come up with 1 point yet, and so it's just imperative. I mean, we're gonna be playing on the road, and and it's going to be twice as hard just to get anything. And we got a really big uphill climb right now, and I mean, it's just going to be a gut check. We're going to have to figure this out fast, or else it's going to be bad.